Hey, Canucks fans, hope you're well. Some interesting news broke just as I was getting ready to leave the office to go home and watch the Canucks and Blackhawks. And it was first Rick Dollywell that said Phil Kessel is in Vancouver to meet with the Canucks. And I said, okay, that makes sense. We've been hearing his names. We know of his connection to the Pittsburgh Penguins, Rutherford, and Allvin winning cups there back in the mid-2000 teens. And no surprise, Canucks are looking for some more depth in their middle six. So that wasn't a surprise to me, at least that part, that he was coming to Vancouver or in Vancouver to meet with the Vancouver Canucks and just to see if there's interest on both sides. I guess the fact that he's in Vancouver shows that there's interest. But then I guess because the internet started to blow up, or the Canucks management likes to be ahead of things and doesn't like things to leak with out of their control. So the Vancouver Canucks, their own X account, their own Twitter account, posted this. Canucks general manager Patrik Allvin on Phil Kessel. Quote, Phil has made his way to Vancouver and will be working out in Abbotsford this week. Wow. So Phil has made his way to Vancouver and will be working out in Abbotsford this week. So this is more than just bringing Phil in for a little interview, suitability check, and see a fit and see if he might join the team. What this sounds like is that he is going to work out with Abbotsford, get himself into game shape, and then I don't know if they just completely skip the tryout contract, whether in Abbotsford or with the Canucks, and they just simply sign him to the Canucks. Or maybe if he's working on Abbotsford, depending, I guess, on how formal it is, is he working out with the team, like the Abbotsford Canucks, so then does he sign an amateur tryout or even a PTO and make more money? Regardless, this looks like it's going to happen. And I say that as long as, he doesn't get hurt, as long as his fitness is up to speed. And despite all the jokes going around about Kessel's fitness level or his training regimen, you can't argue with the fact that the guy doesn't miss any games. In fact, isn't he on like an Ironman streak of 10 to 12 seasons when it comes to playing whenever you can? Like 82 last season with Vegas, 82 the year before Arizona, 56 the year before that in the shortened season, 70 before that in the season that was shortened by COVID, then 82, 82, 82, 82, 82, and then 48, 82, which was the half season 82. So since 2010, 2011, the guy has not missed one regular season game. So I think you have to be in pretty good shape to be able to do that. Now, with the Vegas Golden Knights, last season played 82 games. He had 14 goals, 22 assists, so 36 points. So that screams, 6th, 7th, 8th forward to me, basically third line production. And in the playoffs, he only played 4 games and he had 2 assists in those 4 games. The year before that, all 82 games for Arizona, and then he had 8 goals only, but 44 assists, so 52 points in 82 games. And the year before that, 43 and 56, so pretty good. Year before that, 38 and 70, a bit of a down year. And the year before that, 82 and 82. The year before that, 92 and 82. So he's being above point per game player on a couple seasons, right at a point per game player for some seasons. And over his career, in 1,286 career games, he has 992 points. So he's only 8 points away from 1,000 points in his career. And 413 of those are goals. So when you look at what he can bring, probably a middle 6 presence, I think you sign him, you put him in your top 6. And then his familiarity with Rutherford and Allvin, the fact that he's not afraid to be a hired gun, evidence, case in point, last year he played in Vegas for $1.5 million, coming off contracts, I think, of like $7 or $8 million. Yeah, his contract in Arizona that he finished off in Arizona, it was, it was an 8-year, $64 million contract. So he went 8 by 8. Then he took a 1-year, $1.5 million deal with Vegas last year, got himself a cup. So I think that was a smart move. And then this year, obviously, looking to play. So maybe he signs for 1.5 again, obviously prorated. And the Canucks have the cap space right now. So maybe I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself, but it's there. And it's confirmed by the Vancouver Canucks that Phil Kessel will be working out in Abbotsford this week. To me, that screams, yeah, he's going to sign a tryout. And then if the Canucks like what they see, then they will sign him to a pro contract. We can worry about who he plays. Well, I think Imagine a Pettersson, Lindholm, Kessel line, or do you put him with fellow Americans Besser and Miller and go Miller, Besser? No, he's a right winger, right? So yeah, I think maybe you don't put him with Besser, you put him on PD's line. So although Lindholm's a right shot too, who cares? Who cares what handed they are? As long as he can play. So you can put him with PD and Lindholm. You can put him with Miller and Besser, make an all USA line, or you can do some other. You could go Lotto line and then Lindholm and Kessel on the second line with the Suter or Mikheyev, so or Hoglander even. So there are a lot of different combinations and permutations, but we could probably worry about that once anything's made official. But as of now, we can get excited if you like Phil Kessel. Get excited about the fact that he could be playing with the Vancouver Canucks as early as a week or two. Wouldn't that be another cool mid-season addition for this team? Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this news. I know there's nothing formal, but at least it's intriguing to me. Let me know if you're intrigued, if you like Phil Kessel, if you think that he can bring a lot to this team. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to read, react, and reply as always. Shout out to my sponsors, Advanced Experts Real Estate, Performance Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovlander, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for always watching, liking, and subscribing to this channel. Watching and liking these videos and subscribing to this channel. So on your way out, tell you what, while we're here, give me a score prediction for today's game. I'm not sure how many of you are going to watch this. By the time I post this, it'll be like 15 minutes before puck drop. But if you get in before the game starts, give a score prediction. I'm going with 4-2 Vancouver. You know that's my prediction that I always stick with, even if it never comes to fruition. But I'm going to stick to it. So I say the Canucks beat the Chicago Blackhawks 4-2 today. They come home from the road trip, 7 points out of possible 10, going 3-1-1, and all will be right with the world. Lineup changes. It sounds like kind of what I said yesterday. Jet Wu will not play. He's here as insurance, as emergency extra defenseman. So look for Jet Wu not to play. Not sure if the Canucks make a change in their fourth line of Mikheyev and Amon and who else was playing them? Phil Giuseppe. Lafferty was the extra. I expect Demko and net. And we could see a line today of the three Swedes of Pettersson with Lindholm and Hoglander. Got to get Lindholm going again after his good start, and that would leave Miller, Besser, and Suter back on the top line, and then Mikheyev on the fourth line. So that's how the Canucks could go. So give me a score prediction in the comments below, and give me your first Canucks goal scorer as well. And then I'll say Lindholm, just for the heck of it. I'll say Lindholm, Canucks win 4-2. And join me tonight at 11 p.m. where we'll talk about this game, and we'll talk about this Phil Kessel news as well. So on your way out, subscribe, like the video. You can leave a donation. You can buy a membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can give me your score prediction and first Canucks goal scorer. I'll see you tonight. And oh yeah, leave me a comment on this news about Phil Kessel. I'll see you tonight at 11 p.m. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Enjoy the game. God bless. And go Canucks go.